on football. I saw it out there.
Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka joins others to react to the defection saga that has hit the polity. He particularly criticizes some of the events that trailed the defection of Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State from the APC to the PDP.
I'm going to read you a section of a letter I wrote to Governor Orton in fact, I decided to send it just earlier this morning. It's been on the book since this new assault on Orton started, simply for changing his party. This to Governor Mr. Samuel Orton. Dear Governor Orton, my position is clear on this. As leader of a people who took much of the earliest brunt of unleashed herdsman's savagery and cried in vain for help, you have a moral right to seek the promise of an alternative haven of security for your people. They remain your primary responsibility. We're all free to cavil over the actual choice of an alternative destination, but no one can deny the inalienable entitlement to such action, especially where provoked by disillusionment and a sense of impotence under existing association. Coincidences are by their very nature suspect, and I certainly perceive the beginning of a heavy-handed campaign of reprisals from ruling circles over your political decision. This bodes ill for the nation. It goes beyond any immediately affected state and alerts us all to fascistic threats against a common democratic destination and the basic right of free choice of political paths towards its attainment. I can only urge you, therefore, to take heart and remain resilient, unbowed, and undeterred. With all good wishes, Wole Soyinka.
For some political scientists, the gale of defections in the polity is due to the lack of internal democracy and party ideologies.
If you are moving from one platform to another, why are you moving? Is there any fundamental change in what you believe in or what the party has said it is going to execute? And if you leave a particular platform and join another platform, why returning to that particular platform? What has changed? Within a space of 3.5 years, what has changed that you need to return to your old platform? Mind you, you have castigated the old platform, you have said so many things, you have praised the new platform, but here you are, reverting back to your old platform. So it means that there is no ideological inclination whatsoever among Nigerian politicians and within the political parties. And of course, what the citizens expect, as I've said, is good governance. So it doesn't matter under which platform it comes, but they want to see good governance. They want to see their life improve. They want to be competitive in the global world, to compare themselves to citizens of other countries and know that, yes, our government is working. So to a large extent, it shows ideological emptiness of Nigerian political parties. And that, I believe, is the implication.
All of this drama is needless as far as the interest of Nigeria is concerned, because they never and they will never help us to address the core governance challenges that we are facing. Governance challenges in relation to insecurity, in relation to strengthening the economy and its growth and development, in relation to fighting corruption, among some other things. The bottom line is that now that this drama has been started, between now and March, or is it February that we are going to do election, according to INEC timetable, there is nothing like governance issue any longer, both for the opposition and for the ruling party. What they will be doing is mudslinging each other and throwing stones.
Mr. Lukman alleges that the political class do not see their constituents as important except during elections. His thoughts are corroborated by his colleague.
Political office holders often don't carry constituent along, and so it becomes easier for them to crisscross, to abandon one political platform for the other. Because, of course, they will tell you they have make wider consultation. And the bottom line is that who did they consult? Did they consult practically the thousands that voted for them on the basis of a particular political platform? If we strengthen party, if we are able to achieve a strengthening of party, and our parties are not just platform that political elite use to attain political position. Once our party becomes institutions that are guided by principles, by philosophies, by values, and by programs that is contained in their manifestos, and people use the basis of that party, of his philosophy, of his manifestos, and his value to get elected into political position, it will be very difficult for you to abandon that party, because you know that the moment you abandon, you come back, your constituent, if they want the party, they can initiate a recall process against you. And if they do recall process, then you lose your position. Then you find out that in democracies where party, the institutions of party is well institutionalized, where it is guided by certain philosophies and values and principles, you hardly hear issues of someone defecting and cross-carpeting. Someone is in APC yesterday. That person is in PDP tomorrow. Meanwhile, that person left PDP for APC earlier. Now he's going back. It's more like, I don't know. Are you going back to your format or what?
In reality, this is a betrayal of trust, because it shows that the interests of the citizens are not being considered. Rather, politicians are defecting from one platform to another to actualize their own interests. What the citizens expect is good governance. But in a situation where you have allowed politics to overshadow good governance, it becomes worrisome. And for the citizens, it leaves them in a dilemma of what to do next, because these are the major ones they know, these are the alternatives they have in elections, but the alternatives are not representing their interests. So it creates a dilemma for the citizens. And to that extent, it is a worrisome situation, and of course, a betrayal of trust. Mind you, when the incumbent government came in, and it was taking 5 months, 6 months before new cabinet was announced, we are all crying out. The period could have been used to provide some things, to provide succor for the citizens. So if you are 7 months away to the election now, and this is happening, it means that the citizens must not expect something concrete to happen to them until the election comes. And when the election comes, you talk of stability of the new administration. Before that one comes and go, you have very limited time to really practice what you have voted there to do. Politicians should tread with care. And the fact that Nigerians have some level of confidence in them, that is why they were voted in the first place. So this level of confidence must not be allowed to wane. And one way not to allow it to wane is to look at the interest of the masses. Carry them along in whatever you are doing and respect the wishes of the masses, rather than just playing politics without caring whether blood is spilled or anything is happening to the masses who elected them in the first place.
President Muhammadu Buhari meets with APC governors at the presidential villa. It's a solidarity visit to the president, and the mission is simple: to let him know that the remaining 22 APC governors are still resolute in their stance with the ruling party.
As you're aware, two of our governors' colleagues left our party, and we got one in through Ekiti. This is politics. It is unfortunate that they had to go, but that has not in any way reduced our party or has in any way touched us in any way. We are still as strong, even much stronger, much more united. We have 22 states, 53 senators. We're still the majority, and we're hoping to get more into our party. So we are here to let Mr. President know that we're with him, and nobody is leaving the party anymore. And those who have left, we are aware they're going to leave many years before now, because what they were asking for, the party couldn't afford to give them. It's unfortunate. We would have wished to have our colleagues, especially our colleagues. But all said and done, we're determined. And to tell Nigerians, tell all of you that Nigerians, we're happy that Nigerians know the truth. Nigerians are aware of the truth, and there's no deceit anymore. And they know that President Buhari means well, and he's willing to fight corruption. And whenever you fight corruption, corruption will fight you back. So some of these things are as a result of these very notorious issues at hand.
Nigerians can only sit and watch the drama as it unfolds.